Hi everyone, Dallas here with ProPhone, and in this video we're going to be going over the SMS settings area inside of the phone settings configuration modal. To access this area, all you do inside the phone is go to Settings, click on SMS Settings. You have four different options here inside of the SMS settings area. You have DNC Manager, Quick Replies, Auto Response, and Block Numbers. And we're going to go through each one of these individually. So the DNC Manager is literally what it says right here. It manages your do not call list to ensure compliance with regulations and respect customer preferences. Basically, if somebody says stop, take me off your list, whatever, add them to your DNC Manager. That way you're ensuring that you cannot send them a text or call them again for compliance, okay? The first part of this is going to be your auto DNC keywords. Whatever keywords you put in here, if the system matches it with a response that comes in, it will automatically add that number to the DNC Manager or DNC Numbers table down here. So let's go ahead and do a random one here. Let's do hello, because if I do stop, the carrier will automatically block the number. So I'm going to do hello. And if I were you, I would have stop here anyways, just for compliance purposes. But for this video, we'll do hello. Now I'm going to send a text into the system. Let's just go hello. All right, as you can see, it automatically added that number to the DNC log. If I go in here and check that, we'll see it's there. It's now there. Now there are multiple ways you can remove the DNC number. You can click on the status, just change it to new. That will automatically update it, as you can see. Or you can add it manually here as well. You can see it updated it back here. And you can delete it this way. Okay. When a number is in the DNC Manager, or in the DNC table, excuse me, and you try to send a text to it, the system will automatically block the outgoing message. So if I say hi, it doesn't matter, or just what. Automatically shows failed, says number is in DNC Manager, and it shows failed here in the chat preview. In the message area preview. Well, no, chat preview. If I take it out of the DNC, okay, now it will allow the message to be sent. Same thing. If you try to call a number that is in DNC, it will not let it go through. Let's try to call it. Immediately declined. DNC failed. Okay, this is for compliance purposes. DNC is basically blocking all outgoing communication to that person. Okay. Now, let's go back to the SMS settings area. That is the DNC area, okay? You can also import DNC numbers by clicking on import, and then you can literally click on a list. I'll go ahead and do one for you here. Continue. We're going to map whichever column has that. We're just going to choose a random column in this list. Doesn't matter. It's just a prospect list. You can map reasons even if need be. Let's just map first name. Doesn't matter. Import DNC list. Okay. We're going to give it a second. It's importing like over 7,000. But you can see here where it shows invalid is 4,948 because that's going to go over spaces, duplicates, and stuff like that. There's quite a bit of numbers in that list. But this just shows you kind of how the import process works. Right now it's processing the list so we can import all these numbers into your DNC. So let's let this finish real quick. Probably should have chose a shorter list for this, but you know, it is what it is now. Here we are. So let's let it finish out. Okay, there we go. Imported all those numbers here. I can also remove them all at once by selecting right here. Or you can remove them individually. Or you can search the DNC numbers as well. Let's go ahead and remove all these. There we go. You can also export all your DNCs. So let's just add one back here. You can select them all just like I just selected all delete. We're just going to export that one. It's fine. As you can see, phone number, nope, reason, and date added. And that way, if you ever need to import it into another workspace, you know, give it to somebody else to use, however you want to, you can export for that. Let's go ahead and take this number out. Same thing here. You can also delete your auto DNC keywords by just simply clicking on the delete icon. Okay, that is how the DNC Manager area works. Okay, now let's go to the Quick Replies. Quick Replies is basically where if a message that comes in, or excuse me, that's auto response. Talk about that in a second. Quick replies are pre-done templates that you can send and use throughout your messages. That way you don't have to keep retyping the same thing. You can add attachments and everything to this area, and you can assign categories to them for better organizations. Let's create a quick reply so I can show you guys what that looks like. Let's go, I don't know, business card. It's probably the easiest one to do. General, let's do real estate. But here is my business card. And then we're going to add the business card as an attachment. Let's see if I can find my business card and all this mess. There it is. We're going to create quick reply. All right, now it is there. So if I go back to the messages, open up any chat, no matter where I'm at, click on this icon right here. That is for quick replies. Select. See, it automatically has the image there and the business card or the text. I click send. Okay. As you can see, it is sending the business card with the text in it. That is how your quick replies work. Okay. If I go back to the settings area, SMS settings, under quick replies, I can edit the quick reply by clicking on this edit icon here. I can delete the attachments, change it up, change the name, whatever I want to do, change the category. I can also delete it as well. Okay. You can add multiple categories to help kind of further organize your quick replies. Just give it a name. Let's put sales. Whatever. And it's kind of like tags. You can also remove it by simply just clicking the X and then confirming. The only one you cannot delete is the general. It won't let you because that is system default. But you can delete any of the other ones that you create. Okay. That is how the quick replies area works. Pretty simple. Now we have the auto responses. Auto responses, to create one, you're going to click on create auto response. This basically, whenever you have your keyword or phrases set up, when a response triggers it, it will send a text. You can have it trigger a automation in your flow builder via webhook. You can even have it update the status for you automatically for the chat as well to help you with organization. So first things first, in the auto response area, we're going to give it a name. Let's put this as tutorial. Assign numbers. You can have multiple numbers into your auto replies. Now keep in mind, the numbers that you assign to the auto reply are the only ones it will listen and work for. So if I have 15 phone lines, I only got one assigned. If somebody replies with this keyword in any of the other phone lines, it will not trigger. So make sure you add your phone lines here accordingly. Auto update status, let's change the status to prospecting. Keyword is going to be, let's just say yes, whatever. And the response message can be, yes, I am interested. Or we can just say yes. It doesn't matter. Let's just do yes, I am interested. Oh, wait, no, this is the outgoing. My bad. Sorry, guys. Like, great. I would love to assist you on the sale of your home. Can you tell me more about your situation? And timeline, just an example. Okay, now let's go over response settings. So response settings, first one you're going to see here is active. This is going to be when you save the auto response. Do you want it to come out and be straight up active, ready to go, or do you want it to just be off for now? Okay, you can control that by the toggle here. By default, it is set to be enabled. All right. The next two here, I'm going to break these down so that way you kind of understand. It goes over your keyword matching. All right. So right now we have yes. If I leave both of these off and somebody says, yes, I'm interested, I am thinking maybe yes, or what, as long as any variation of what they're saying has this inside of it, it will trigger your automation to run, or your auto response to run. If you turn on case sensitivity, everything is still the exact same. It's just going to make it to where this has to be the exact keyword inside of whatever they're saying. It doesn't matter if they send a whole sentence. It doesn't matter. It has to be YES all lowercase. With it off, it can be, capital Y, lowercase e, capital. It doesn't matter. It can be any variation of yes. Hope that makes sense. Now, we have exact match. This just means it has to be only this message that they're sending. It has to literally just be yes. No other words, no sentences, nothing. It has to literally just be yes. But it can still, as long as you get case sensitivity off, it can be any version of yes. So capital Y, lowercase e, capital S, all caps yes, like that. But if you have both of them enabled, then it literally has to be that word. No other difference. Okay. Most of you, when using this, you're just going to have both of these off. But there will be tooltips. If you hover over your tooltips, it'll give you kind of more information that goes over them in depth. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to support. I'll be more than happy to help you square that away. So to send us a support ticket, click on your profile drop down here, click on help and support. It's not going to be in mine because I'm the system admin. Mine's actually in the admin panel, but yours will be right here. Click on that, click get support by submitting a support ticket, request a feature, report bugs, stuff like that. I'll receive it and I'll make sure you're taken care of. But that is how that works. All right, we're going to leave these open. I'm not going to try to get too finite with these by turning those on, so we're going to go to the next part here. Response delay is going to be how long you want to wait before that automation sends this message, okay, to make it seem more realistic. And then we have assign webhook. Assign webhook basically is how when the automation runs, it's going to trigger your flow builder automations that you built in ProPhone to run. It's a way we can add automations to the response. So if I click on this right here, click select webhook. Now we're going to click on create auto response. Now it's available. So what I'm going to do, I'm open ProPhone up in another tab here. That way we can see it. That way I can go ahead and set this up so you can see what it looks like. I want to say it's that one. Here we go. Retest. That's why it's listening for data. And we are going to text the phone system and we are going to say yes. So it doesn't matter whether I'm in it or not. I can be in the dashboard. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to say yes. Let's go back to the phone. It automatically updated the status here. It sent the auto response text. And I bet it triggered the webhook. There you go. It also triggered the webhook to run. See? And literally you can have your automations built around this as well to let you know, send emails, postcards, whatever. You can trigger this with any of our over 500 integrations. But yeah, that is how the auto response area works. Kind of cool. If there's any feature requests or anything, we'd like to hear it. If you got anything that you think would be better for us to update it with, that would be great. All right, let's go back to the settings here. Now let's go over block numbers. Okay, block numbers, this is going to be your, I don't want this person to text me or call me anymore scenario. So like if you block a number, just like DNC, it's going to make it to where if that person calls you, call will never come in. If they try to text you, the text will never come in. But we have a little bit more of a nuke option here. So if you add a number to block number by clicking on this drop down, it adds them to the DNC as well. That way you can't text them or call them out. And it adds them to the block list. That way they can't text or call you. So it's literally a nuke all option. So literally that's it. You're not going to be able to communicate with them people anymore. If you do want to send them a text or call, you can keep them in the block list. Just take them out of the DNC, just like I showed you earlier. Same concept. And then you'll be able to send out a text and call. But if I went in here and I had them in the, well, I don't even know why I did that. It doesn't matter. If I try to call while it's blocked, doesn't matter why they got this or not. This is outgoing. That's incoming. Yeah. So if I try to call, it will not come through. I'm gonna call now.
Welcome to Verizon.
Immediately did not go through at all. If I try to send a text, did not work at all. Okay, so we can see that that did not do anything at all. So that's what happens. If I take it out of the block log, unblock number, now I text it. You can see it works. Let's try calling it. Oh, I got call forwarding set on, so it won't come in on my end. But yeah, no, if you have call forwarding off, whatever, let's actually check that out. Let's just do this. Let's just take it out of call forwarding so I can show you guys. That's on me. And I'll explain that in the phone numbers section. All right, now let's try to call in. Okay, there we go. Decline. See, now it works. But if I had it blocked, I would not be able to call. See, it just says user busy, so it hung up for me. All right, that's how the block numbers works. Now, it's the same thing as DNC. So if you go in here to your SMS settings under block numbers, and you try to delete a number, take it out, unblock, it'll automatically update the back end as well, everything. So it automatically takes it out, okay? If you add a number here, it's the same concept. 615, 744, 9559, add. As you can see, it updated the back end. There we go, on the front end, excuse me. Let's go ahead and take it out. All right. Let's go back to SMS settings under block numbers. you can import and export exactly the same way as you can in DNC. So I don't need to do that one again. I'm just showing you it works the exact same way because I don't want to import another 7,000 contact list and we sit here and wait for 30 seconds to see the same outcome. But you also, I just want to show you one more thing. You also notice if you type in a number here, how it updates the back end here or the front end of the system. If you go to DNC Manager, it's there as well. So it updates in the table and everything at the exact same time. So if you upload or import your list here, it'll automatically add them here. That's just to make it to where for compliance purposes, no, it just helps protect you. But I showed you how to take them out of the DNC once they're added if you need to be able to communicate with them. But more than likely, if you block somebody, you're probably not going to communicate with them on either end. We just added that safety precaution there. But that is the SMS settings area. If you guys have any questions at all, like I said, please feel free to submit a support ticket and I'll make sure you're squared away. I hope you enjoy the platform and I'll see you guys in the next video.